This PSA was brought to you by the Peter G Show.
You may have second thoughts after this show.
Don't drink the faucet.
We're really talented. We should get Oscars.
Just pick out a car, for Christ's sake.
No, hi, my name is Peter.
Yeah, I want.
Here's
Yeah.
Madam Perry.
I need to get back in the genie bottle.
Louis from Pennsylvania, you're on.
He likes it.
It's showtime.
Peter G Show, Peter G Show, divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad, Peter G Show.
Da-da-da, da-da-da. That's right, Peter G Show right here, Wednesday, coming at you. Life from under a bridge. Life of Peter G, the Peter G Show right here. Every Wednesday like clockwork, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. on the East Coast. Every week, God willing. And right now, we are here, so thank you, God. How the hell is everybody? It's been a quick week. Lots of stuff going on, trying to get settled. New turf, trying to fit 20 pounds of stuff into a 10-pound bag. The show is daily finagling. However, life is good. Here we are. We've got a great show for you tonight. It's 3 days before Valentine's Day. And once in a while, our show falls on Valentine's Day, but it's 3 days before Valentine's Day. So what better to do? Lighten things up, because I know a lot of time I'm talking about stuff that's real life, and sometimes real life just flat out sucks. But tonight we're going to lighten it up, and I kind of consider her to be my own Elvira for the show. You know, she comes on once a year. It's not Halloween, it's Valentine's Day. And who better to have on than my own Heather the Advizer, going to come on tonight, and she's going to talk about love, life, what the hell's going on. Hope she doesn't look too deep into me. Got some scary stuff right there. Don't ask, don't tell. Anyway, but she's going to be on the show tonight, and I'm really glad. And we're just going to, take it casually, see what the hell's going on with life, because she's kind of good at that stuff. And in fact, you don't want to know how good she is at that stuff. Sometimes, like I said, I can see it in her eyes. She wants to tell me something, but she says, I'll spare the poor schmuck, and I'm going to have her on in a few minutes tonight, right here tonight. So you picked a good night. And if you're really good, raise your hands. I'll open up the phone lines. Maybe I'll take a call or two and let her look into your life and see what direction you need. And believe me, I know a lot of you. You need direction. You need direction. But it's all good, all right? So stick around. Again, tonight's a fun night for me because we're just taking it easy and gonna take it as it flows. But that's what we're doing tonight, okay? I also want to remind you, I want to thank everybody for the participation, the following, the views, everything like that. But please, 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 I'm guilty of it myself. Facebook has been incredible. I can't say that enough. I know you've heard me say it lately because it's the truth. For you Facebook watchers and all that, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I need you to not only watch, I need you to just take a second when you're at the official Peter G Show page, which I hope you're watching from the official Facebook Peter G Show page. If you're on Facebook, and just hit the follow button. That's all I'm asking you to do. Hit the follow button, because I am at a point right now where I have people looking and they're going, what are your numbers like? And they see that it's over 500,000 views a month, anywhere between 500,000 to 750,000 views a month. But followers, I have 75,000, almost 76,000 followers. I really would like to get that over 100,000. It just sounds a little better. These guys don't understand that. Well, they do understand, but they don't want to understand that, like, hey, okay, they didn't hit the button, but they're watching. To me, that's all that matters. And that's why I love you guys. That's all that matters. But do me a solid, all right? My birthday's coming up. Do it for my birthday. Please. Just hit the follow button. Same thing on YouTube. Godforsaken YouTube. They beat me to death. Hit the subscribe button if you're watching from YouTube, because they take me off air all the time, but I still got to play their game. What do we got going on here? Pensacola in the house. My brother. Sent you a little video today. Hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, but I'm in the house too. We're all in the house. Jailhouse, but in the house. Anyway, so that's basically it. Just do me a favor and please subscribe. You know, hit the follow button. LinkedIn, same thing. Don't forget, I know a lot of you guys are busy. On the West Coast, it's still just a little bit after 6 o'clock. Oh, look at what he got here. Colorado Springs in the house. There's a lot of people in the house. Moon Mistress Sarah. All right. Hello. Welcome. A lot of people in the house. So I'm glad you're in the house. But don't forget, you can also watch the Peter G Show on the go. You have a phone. Most people are watching from their phones, their computers. You know, you can watch it from wherever you're at. That's the beauty of it. Live. And if you miss the live, all the shows are on demand. You can watch them anytime. There's over 400 shows. And I'll remind you, that's considered the 400 Club. I've somehow made it to some milestone that somebody in the industry, you know, can appreciate. I'm just doing what I do. I said, I'll do this show if I have to do it under a bridge, and voila. So actually the bridge is pretty comfortable. The beams underneath, they're hollow. So it's like living in a giant catamaran tube or something like that. You know, I don't know what it's going to feel like in the summer if it's going to get too hot, but right now it's pretty comfy. So doing the show under the bridge. Just tonight I felt like getting out a little bit. But don't forget also, a lot of people, like I said, you're driving, you know, commuting to work. I mean, it's still only a little after 6 on the West Coast. You can put an earbud in your ear and listen to the Peter G Show via audio podcast. Just go type in Peter G Show podcast, and it's on 26 different platforms, your Apple Podcast, your Amazon Music, your Spotify, all of those. So take advantage of it. It's the next best thing to watching. I appreciate you when you watch. I love when you watch. In fact, I do. Isn't that right, Steven? Good evening to you too, man. Thanks for tuning in. See, I love that. People take a second to say, hey, Peter, Richard. Yeah, I forgot Richard. Richard from Daytona, Ohio. Right on, Daytona, Ohio. Richard, thank you. There you go. See, I'm excited. People, I think that actually they're not coming to see me. They're coming to see Heather. But I'll take it, you know, whatever bridge it takes. All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope you're hitting that follow button. That's all I'm saying, because it will really make a difference to some of these people that think it makes a difference. I'm just glad you watch. That's basically it. I want to tell you something. You know, I noticed that this year, as much controversy as there was over the Super Bowl and everything, there really wasn't that much talk after the Super Bowl, you know, with the Bad Bunny thing, other than he sang in Spanish, which most people didn't understand, which is fine. But if you did understand the words, they were pretty harsh, you know. There we go. What we got going on here? Barbara St. I'm sorry. Barbara St. Austin Tracy. Where are you from, Barbara? There you go. Thank you. Exactly. A lot of newbies. So Bad Bunny, you know, everybody's like, I'm not watching that stuff. I didn't watch any football. I didn't watch anything. I just don't care. I don't believe it. It's not what it used to be. However, you know, it was there, and like last year when what's his name was on, and there was a message he was putting out, and you know there was talk for a week and a half about it. The talk has already faded away. I'm pretty dumbfounded by the whole thing. I'm not dumbfounded. I'm kind of glad, but I'm saying halftime, you know, entertainment isn't what it used to be. Maybe because we're getting older and you want to see just good stuff and not worrying about pushing the envelope and you know who you can shock. But I'm telling you, I have my vote for next year. I don't know if anybody's seen this woman, but she's the Taste the Biscuit lady. And I think that she should be on for halftime entertainment. And maybe you've seen her, maybe you haven't. But here, let me give you a little, so maybe we could shoot for, you know, putting in a good word and having her next year, because they don't do music like this anymore. Here you go.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
I mean, can you see that? I mean, a lot of you, maybe some of you haven't like seen her. I remember this is from, I've been watching her for years. I mean, she's got a band. I'll give you a little bit more taste. I mean, because this stuff to me, just like once you get it, like you're singing it, as you fall asleep. There you go.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste that honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Look at that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it mixes my chicken wings. Look at none of that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes on my chicken wings. Take us out, Moose. Taste the biscuit.
Huh? Come on, that's kind of half-timey entertainment. She's singing about, chicken wings. She don't want that honey sauce on her. Just food for thought, people. All right, don't mention it. Good entertainment's hard to come by. So when I find something, a gem like that, I try to bring it to your attention because you don't know what you don't know. So you're welcome. All right. Also, one more thing. I'm gonna open myself up. Another vulnerability, little story, real quick, because this happens about every 6 months, maybe 8 months. Every once in a while, I get an email from somebody, mostly men. Mostly men. Which blows my mind when I tell you why. So, I have this little strip of hair under my chin right here. I don't have a goatee. I don't have a mustache. I don't have really big sideburns or anything like that. I don't have a beard. I have this strip of hair right here. For those who have known me, I've had it since the 90s. Now it's varied. Sometimes it was very, very thin. Sometimes it's medium like this, or sometimes it's even a little bit wider and thicker. But I've had this my whole, young adulthood into my, I don't know what I'm in right now, my prime, over the hill, one of the others. I get called all kinds of, so I don't think much of it. But every once in a while I get an email. I got one the other day, and it was from Dr. Somebody. And he writes, and he says, "Your soul patch is a little crooked." And I swear on my mother, I get that from guys about every 8 months, 10 months. I don't know. I just somebody, a guy, has to get on and make a comment that my soul patch, that's the slide. A lot of people call it a soul patch. I'll take it. And they said, "Your soul patch is a little crooked." Now, I got to admit to you, there were times, when I'm in a hurry and I'm shaving, I've made oopses before. I'm trying not to cut myself, but I'm in a hurry. And then if you shave a little bit too much, but then I'll take and I'll go, okay, that's how come it varies in width, depending on how big of a mistake I make. Howdy, Dan. Starting to sound southerny, Dan. Howdy. So, but on average, this is pretty much what you see. However, it's an illusion a lot of times, because as it grows longer, the hairs will start to, grow, and they don't grow straight. They kind of curl or swing one way or another. And, it doesn't bother me. I don't really think much of it. But if I do something like this and brush my chin, it'll push the hair sideways and they'll hang over the shave line. And so it'll look like it's one side heavier than the other. And I don't know why I'm compelled to tell you this, but because to me, it's just stupid. So then I'll get it, I'm doing the show. I might do this or something, instead of going straight down. And all of a sudden, some guy is going to notice that my soul patch is a little crooked. And I guess what blows me away is I never hear a thing from a woman telling me anything, but I get it from a guy. And I'm going, what's wrong with this picture? And that's my story. So I'm sorry. I'm just kind of fascinated at, like, out of all the things you can say, because people can pick me apart like there's no tomorrow. My soul patch is crooked, coming from a guy. And I'm thinking, is that what my coiffure is, are you, and if you're gay, okay, cool. You got fashion stuff going on in your brain or whatever, but I don't care. I'm just a little bit dumbfounded by it, but that's my soul patch story to you guys. Enjoy. Take that to heart. I guess, there's always somebody looking for something. Out of a whole show, my soul patch is crooked, but I digress. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick commercial break to hear from my good friends over at Clean Star Products with their money-saving fuel additive DX1 driver, because let's face it, folks, it makes sense to save money. And then we'll be right back, and we'll have Heather on the show, and she'll start telling us what's going on. I'll be right back.
Hello, it's Tyrone Thompson here with Clean Star Products, and we're here with William.
High-end car service.
And we've just serviced his Cadillac Escalade 2024, and we're going to be giving it a go to see what kind of results he'll be getting in his fuel mileage and any performance differences, and be checking with him later.
All right.
Thank you, William, for participating in our environmental program. We're here with High-End Car Services, my friend William, who's been using DX1 for a small time now. What kind of results have you been getting?
Up to 45.1 miles per gallon best results, and the engine has been quieter, and I can definitely feel the power in the engine. I have a diesel.
Thank you so much. We're going to keep going with the program and check in with you later. We appreciate you. The Long Life Engine program with DX1 Driver is the only safe environmental product for your high-mileage engine. DX1 is a non-toxic, clean-burning oil that goes into your fuel and your engine oil, providing lubricity for gasoline and diesel engines. You save on average 10% gasoline and 15% diesel fuel consumption. Call now for a price quote and place your order today. It's the Long Life Engine program from Clean Star Products and Tyrone Thompson.
That's right, folks. Clean Star Products, DX1 driver. I use it myself. There's only two words of the way I can explain it. It works. And peace sign. It does work. I wouldn't have taken on this whole thing had I not believed it for myself. And I said, let me try. I'll let you know. And lo and behold, it does. Take one of these little bitty bottles. Now, the bottle I use is just about a third bigger because I drive a V8. And this takes care of an average four-door sedan. You put this into a clean oil change. Lasts the whole oil change, which is on average for most cars, Toyotas and Fords and Chevys and all that, 5,000 miles. And then when you fill up your gas tank, you take another little bottle and you put it in your gas tank and then put fuel, fill it up, and just drive. It's simple. Starts doing things, starts cleaning things out, more lubricity, less friction, makes the car run smoother, quieter, thus getting better gas mileage, especially on high mileage cars. Starts bringing back some of that horsepower. Again, but don't believe me, okay? You can go to their website and check them out, but go to www.cleanstarproducts. They got all the information there, but I want you to do one better. I want you to call them, 310-200-8931. Why? Good question, Peter. Because if you call them, they'll answer all your questions personally. But more importantly, after you get your questions answered, should you decide to order, that's the only way you can order. You have to call them. But when you call them, if you mention you saw it on the Peter G Show, they will send you 5 bottles for the price of 4. That's right. 5 bottles for the price of 4. So why not get 5 bottles for the price of 4? That's the perfect starter kit. 1 for the engine oil, lasts the whole oil change, and then you have 4 full tanks of gas with DX1 driver. That should give you noticeable results. I noticed it within about the 3rd tank full in my vehicle. And my daughter noticed it too. And that says a lot because she doesn't really pay attention to stuff like that. But she did. She says, I noticed I didn't have to step on it as much, and it was going quicker, easier. So call that number. Tell them you saw it on the Peter G Show. And I want to thank all the people who have ordered, who are keeping me employed right now because they stayed on and we're fine and dandy. So call them, tell them you saw it on the Peter G Show. Do yourself a favor, because let's face it, folks, cars are expensive and repairs are crazy expensive. You can get a check engine oil, engine light on, and it could be something as simple as your gas cap being loose, and you don't know. You're going to take their word, and they get you for a minimum of $1,500. So do yourself a favor. Just keep everything running. Good food, good body. That's the best way I can put it, okay? Okay. Shifting gears to the main event, ladies and gentlemen. But first, we have to wet my whistle because things are getting ready to get exciting. So I want to make sure I'm hydrated. Salute. And thank you. Again, I love you guys. One more. Woo. Smooth. Isn't that right, butthead?
Smooth.
Couldn't agree with him more. All right, so I mentioned to you earlier when that Heather the Advizer is going to be on for our pre-Valentines show, and that's what's happening. So, Heather, if you're ready, ladies and gentlemen, from the West Coast of the United States of America, on this show for her umpteenth time. I don't know. I lost track. She's been on. I just got through telling her as much or more than anyone as she becomes my yearly Valentines Elvira. So, ladies and gentlemen, here she is, Miss Heather Lawrence, Heather the Advizer. Yay. Yay. Uh-oh. We're getting some free. I know. Let's hope this thing kicks in as you're freezing on me, but that's still. Uh-oh. Don't touch nothing. Oh my God. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Technology. I don't have you. It's just screechy. We were doing so good, I had her on earlier, and everything was fantastic. Nothing you can do. It's all signal to ratio. Okay, talk to me. Uh-oh. I don't have it. Log on and log off and log on again for me, real quick. If you hear me. Technology, man. I swear. She just moved. And she's in a even harder place when it comes to signal. And I said, well, I didn't know that. We didn't discuss it in our conversation. And it's like, it is what it is. There we go. Let's see. Hi, Petey. What are you drinking? Petey. There's very few people that call me Petey in my life. And this is one of them. It's the secret sauce. It's the Peter G Vitality drink. It gets your motor going. That's right. But well, I'm still half on camera. Okay. What happened here? Why am I still hard to see? Let me kick her from that. Try again. Okay. Yeah, cross your fingers. So there you go. It's a vitality drink. It's called the Peter G juice. Peter G juice. Okay. Let's hope she gets on and things, because I did not know. I did not know that. Let me add her. Add her. Do we have a picture? Okay, I hear you, but the audio is breaking up. Talk to me. Wow. Unplug your power. I don't know if that's going to even mean anything. This shouldn't mean a thing. Man, I really... It's all messed up. Hello? The audio's all screwed up. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what you said, but I know it's. Let me see if I can something. Can you go stand out? Can you climb a tree? How are you at climbing? Audio. It's growling. The audio is just all distorted. And you're frozen. It was working fine until we start.
Anything?
Still sounds funky. How about reboot your reboot? Like turn your phone off and then turn it on again, and maybe it'll reset everything. I can tell them another joke. Just what you guys want. It's maybe like we're not supposed to know things. Kick from studio. I'm gonna kick her and let her. I hope she let her reboot. This doesn't happen very often, but when it does, kind of sucks because I want you to hear everything she's got to offer for tonight. And with technology nowadays, it could be really good or it could be really bad. Believe me, I deal with it. You know, we boot up and turn everything on 4 to 5 hours prior to the show because I learned to never be comfortable like that. You're like we take our cell phones for granted, let's say, and you turn it on, it works every time pretty much. I mean, the cell phones are probably about the most consistent about turning on and everything working and things like that. But when it comes to this, it's a little bit more difficult, and I don't know. I've learned to take it with a grain of salt. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, because I really like, I want you to hear what Heather has to say, and I want her nice and clean and clear. And we were doing just fine prior to the show because we spoke about 30 minutes prior on air to make sure that she's good, and we worked out a few things, but it was some sketchiness in between. I said, just cross your fingers. I can live with that, but we didn't get what you just saw. That's like harsh. So I'll cross my fingers that she can come on and we'll be okay, and you know how it goes. Because tonight, again, I was all about. How about I tell you your future? We can call in and I'll just. You don't want that. Okay. Let's see what we're going to get here. Try one more time. Oh, it's okay. I hear you. Let's go. Hi.
Okay. Hey.
Hi. Hey. Say hey to everybody. I don't know what the hell happened, but let's keep moving. You're good.
Forget about it. We'll forget.
How are you? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am, I'm good. Just got through finishing being transitional across the country and stuff, but other than that, I'm just getting used to things. But I heard, you did a little move within your own area too. So we're all upside down, topsy-turvy. Yeah.
Yes.
It
is a lot of work. You told everybody you moved. I didn't.
Huh?
Go ahead. I didn't know you told people that you moved.
I officially opened the gates last week's show. Last week's show was our very first show for the year because I take January off. I needed that time, and I officially opened up and I'm now doing a show under a bridge, basically, because times are hard. Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you do me a favor and tell everybody who you are, what you do, just like you do every year? But I got a lot of newbies since last year, so introduce yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm Heather. I go by the Advizer because hence the name, I advise people. But I'm a card reader. I used to actually be a news reporter, so my sleuthing is pretty good. And I just sort of added my cards to the mix. But I read cards. I do animal communication. I'm just starting my life coaching, so I include my life coaching with my card reading. So basically, yeah, I can read your future, I guess.
That could be scary for some.
Yes. No, my cards are pretty good. It is scary for a lot of people. But, it's pretty practical. It's not like the hocus pocus kind of card reading, I don't think. Yeah.
Okay. So how are you feeling today? I mean, do you have like on days and off days, or like are you, kind of steady?
Yeah,
I mean, how you feel? Yeah. Okay. How you feeling today?
I'm doing good. I think it's more, I was sick a little bit last week, so that didn't help. but that'll throw me off. It's really like when I don't feel well, there's not much good card reading going on because I'm too tired mostly. But other than that, on a daily basis, because when you card read, you don't, it's not me really. It's more like I turn off my own life and read cards. But so I don't have too many off days as long as I don't allow my own personal things to get in the way, right? Then I shouldn't have any off days, technically.
Right. Well, we're just
other than
human.
being sick, yeah.
I see you love
Yeah.
you love doing this with pets, animals.
Yeah, I love pet. I do pet reading, pet healings, but that's one of my favorites because pets are so easy to talk to. They're so
Really?
easy to talk to more than humans, sort of. Yeah, they're easier. They're more. Well, they're yeah. I mean, I feel that way. I feel like they're a lot easier for me to communicate with, and so like last week I have a lot of these calls, but these aren't really pleasant, but people call me when their dog or animal is really sick, and then they're on the verge of like maybe thinking about putting them to sleep or not. That was and then usually like that's kind of my specialty with that. I can really see whether or not that's the right choice or not, or what the pet tells me really what's going on. So I did that last week, and one of my clients, her dog had a stroke, but they didn't really know what was going on. Long story short, the dog was like on the way to getting an MRI. The dog couldn't walk. The dog was stuck, basically. And I read the cards, and I was like, "Oh, the dog's gonna be fine. You're just gonna come home soon." And she was like, "Okay, right." So about the dog was on its way to get an MRI, but I was like, "Well, I don't know. The cards say dog's fine. Dogs tell me dog's fine." And then about an hour later, she did text me and said dog's coming home. So like things like that. And she was like, "Oh my God," because she was going to not get the dog the MRI and just put the dog down. And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea, because a lot of people, it's a lot of money, So
It is a lot of money
things like
taking care of
that,
pets.
which I feel good about. Yes.
Okay.
Like her bill was like at $13,000 for 2 days.
Oh.
So
yeah. I went through that 2 years ago with my daughter and her dog.
But money.
Money. It's just money.
Yeah. So I really like them. It's
Okay.
just anyway, it's your pet, so it's kind of like a weird thing to say sometimes. You're like, it's too much money. We don't do that for humans. We're like, for an animal, most people are like, well, I don't know if I want to pay for it. It's like, wow.
I see people are so attached, and dogs don't last very long. And all I see on Facebook is lately either people dying or their pets dying. And I mean, it's just as much a part of their family as anything else. And it's hard. So,
well, more people are upset over their pet dying than the human dying, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you're
more
right.
upset about their pet dying, to be honest.
I think you're right. I just see.
No way.
I just
Very different.
I just see that you do a lot of the pet readings every week, and so I just wanted to mention that you're pretty, you love doing.
Yeah,
you're pretty good at. All right. Well, is there anything going on in my love life? Because I'm just starting to break out now. I'm finally. Don't answer that.
I can look at it for you.
No, I don't. I
I'd
think
have
we
to
should
look
just
at
leave.
it.
We should. Let's just leave that one alone. Right now, it's like a don't ask, don't tell. All right.
Okay.
So,
well, I'll look
can
at it.
we? Yeah. Okay. Later. Can we Can I ask you to do how where the general populace is doing? Do you do those kind of things too? Like how
yeah.
Can you do something like that, and just so we can get warmed up and just get a feel for
Yeah, you want me to look at how the universe, how the world is doing right now, or just
you
overall,
tell me
the general. Okay, let's see how.
Yeah.
Let's see how the general population is doing. Okay. Oops, I didn't clear my cards though. Sorry. I don't have my spray with me, so I'll just clear them like this. Okay, sorry, I should have really done that.
What is it, like Lysol?
I use alcohol and lavender. Okay, let's see. All right, blow on them and then hit them. Okay, let's see. Let's see what it says. Oops. Okay, I'll just try to go fast. All right, so, oh boy. So I would say generally to start with, most people want to take a break from stress. That's the first thing I got. For the overall population, people are like, I need to take a nap from stress. Here comes my son. He's gonna walk in the door in a minute. Okay, so I say most people need to take a break from stress. Is this thing on? Okay. Depression, illness. Yeah, okay. So most people need to take a break from stress. And a lot of people are sort of like, yeah, I feel like people are on the edge a little bit. Like people are like, stay out of my business, leave me alone. I got stuff to do kind of energy. Then you have your other kinds of group of people that are like, it's very like high school what I'm looking at. Does that make sense? There's like little cliques all over the world. There's got your people that are just like focusing on like their relationships and chatting away about that. Those are like my son calls them the cheese. What are those called? The Cheeto girls. Cheeto girls. And then you have people who are like working through some sort of depression, feeling depressed, like illness of depression is pretty big these days. So it's like a big melting pot. But overall, I think most people, I would say as a general, are trying to avoid stress at all costs. And some people are in the Donald Trump mode of pay no attention to reality.
So where are we going with all this? I mean, is there light at the end?
Mental health. What?
Don't people create their own mental health though? You know what I mean? It's like, what's stressing them? It's like they're in their own heads.
Well, it's how people, you're correct, because it's like how people perceive things, right? So everything is our perception. That's why some people look at something one way and another, right? So your perception, that's mostly like in the card reading, what I do is to teach people like, this is how you're looking at a situation. It may not be as bad as it seems. And most of the time we have to, when I read for people, it's like about the correcting their own thought process. Yeah, so that's really how you look at it. Some people look at things this way, that way. So true. But I think as a general, most people, like life's just getting harder for more people. So I think any kind of added stress is what they're like, I need like, no more. More people are less tolerant of like a lot of things, as you can see. That's what I would say.
Okay. I mean, when people come to you for readings, what some of the biggest things that they're curious about?
Well, the biggest one, I'm not gonna lie, is of course men. It's mostly about why someone left and if they'll come back is the probably number one.
Is that from women? Is that from women asking you?
I'm gonna vote. Yeah, I do have a couple men. I've had a couple men. I'm not gonna lie. I do have a couple men. Yeah, I do have far and few between, but I do have a few of those. But they do it a little differently. But they do ask me that. But they also like handle it differently. So that's probably the number one thing. And obviously career. A lot of people are career based. Like what do they do with their career? What's coming next? If they're looking for a job, that and how can they get to the next level? What are they doing? What's going on? What's coming next? All the above. It's everything. Everything. People ask me everything.
What?
I get someone asked me about their dog food. I get the weird dog food, if they should switch dog food. One lady always asks me that.
If they're paying you and that's what they want to know, it's like that's what they want to know.
Like about her dog's dog food. Yeah. Anyway, it's weird, right?
I was just going to ask you what's some of the strangest things they've asked, but I think you just answered one. But is there any more?
Dog food, like I don't know. They get a lot of weird. Depending, I don't take a lot of weird people, so if someone's already on some off trajectory, I usually don't work with them because some people do have mental health issues and they think they need a card reading. I'm like, you don't need a card reading. a doctor actually.
I know, but
So
how do you
you can,
how do you
like, we
know
have a
though?
lot of those issues.
How do you know once you get them? Like
By
you
their
book a reading,
languaging.
yeah, before you book them, before they book.
I usually, yeah, sometimes you can screen. Well, when I'm at the store, I can screen, and I usually tell them I can't help them, and then I refer them either to someone else, or I let the front desk know, like, no, I'm not doing it. So yeah, I've turned down quite a few people
Uh-huh.
because
So
it's not going to help them what I do, and it's not about like like when people call you to test you, I'm like, I wouldn't test me. I would ask the question. If I'm
yeah,
right or I'm wrong, it's like, like, you'll find out later, pretty much. But yeah, so
right.
it's just more genuine. I only work with really genuine people that need help, really.
So if I was to walk in the
That's
door
what I
and
like.
ask for a reading, if I walked in the door and asked for a reading, you'd probably go the mental health centers on First Street and
No, absolutely not. No, of course not. You're very far from that. It looks a lot different. Doesn't look
well, I
like
mean,
you.
don't looks can be deceiving though. It can be deceiving. All right.
Yeah, you're way
So
too put together. Yeah.
okay. So mostly though, I mean, so you're getting a lot of like, am I going to find my next love, and what am I doing career? Those like seems like that seems to be the question everybody asks, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, most of the question is asked is, will they come back? Like, most people want their person back. That's the biggest thing. Or should they get rid of someone, or what the person's doing or thinking, things like that. Most people want to know about a relationship or a person, for sure.
Really?
So it's
All
good.
right. Well,
I think I'm helpful. Some people, I always say the other person will be mad at me, but I see things that people don't want me to see. So I feel like I'm helpful to people when they can't understand what's going on. I can tell them exactly what's going on, so they have a
and
better understanding and not beat themselves up, for something they didn't do. And it was like, this has nothing to do with you. This is what's going on with the person at the moment. You may not want to hear it, but that's what's going on. And so most people are like, okay, good. Like, they know, like, they feel better about knowing.
you work with
I
cards.
think
You
I've
always have
helped quite a bit of people.
You always have
Yeah,
cards
like
in your hand.
my modality is the playing card.
I know. Can you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. I do stuff. I'm clear audience. So I hear when I read cards. I can hear and I can see, but I trust my cards better. It's more like a mat. Like, if you're a doctor, I look at it like that way. Like, doctors, like, people are like, oh, you went to medical school, but a doctor has to take X-rays, take an MRI, and they have to read it. They never. I think they give you walk into a doctor's office and they'll be like, sounds like. But let's make sure, because you wouldn't want to go to a doctor that just guessed, even though that's their specialty. That's what I think people don't understand. It's like, when you're treated by a doctor's looking at a lot of information, and they have to have that. So I need that. I know a lot of people, they don't use the modality. They just do channeling, clairaudient. They have different gifts. Everybody does it differently. But my cards are like my right hand, pretty much. I trust them.
I've always said that you're the most unusual. I've never seen anybody wear down cards to look like oval shapes
I know,
in my
because
life.
it's oil. It's the oil. It's the oil from my hands. I
Still.
know this looks like a new deck. It's a mess now.
And
I
you
throw it
use
out. I
do
throw
you
them
use
out.
the full deck, or do you take certain cards out of the deck?
Oh, I take cards out of the deck. They're like the Joker, and the directions. I just ordered them on Amazon, and I take out the 2 Jokers and the directions, and those go in the
What are
trash.
the
That's what's
directions?
good about
Okay.
it. Like, I can buy cards anytime, and if my cards
Okay.
start acting weird, I just throw them out.
So you think it's the
Start
cards
another
themselves?
one.
Okay. Wow. All right. So
Yeah.
it's the card. I mean, you those cards have a vibe to them. To you.
No, well, you know what? That's a great question, because I think it's like download to me through my hands or something, that I get it through my, like, the crown, and the drops in my crown, and it comes through the hands when I'm shuffling. So I'm asking the question as I'm shuffling, and then the answer is coming through, and I don't know how it does it. I don't even know. Like, I have to give myself a seat for the things that I see and that are right most of the time. I don't really take the credit. I think it's just being super connected, super connected, because I only ask God. I don't ask anyone else. I mean, there are like people around me probably that tell me things. I can see them in the cards that they're telling me something, and I know that they're not alive. So I'm like, okay, why is that person telling me that? But I'll hear in my ear too. Like the more I hear self-correction, like I'll say something and someone will tell me that's not right. Okay. Or they'll tell me the right answer because I said it wrong.
Deceased people?
I
Spirits?
can, yeah. When I do, I don't see it like walking around, no, but I do see when I'm reading. So if I read on a person that's not alive, I usually ask, I can see them, and I'll ask the person to, do they have black hair, this hair? With dogs, I can see dogs too from the other side. So I usually do that just for confirmation. If it's like, did it have, is the dog black? Is white? And some people are like, yeah, no, did the dog, but the dog will, or the dog or the person will usually, because I'm more clairaudient, they will tell me something. So then I say, oh, did they used to say this? And people are like, oh my God, yeah, they said that to me all the time. So I know I'm connecting with somebody. How would I know? How would anyone know? I've had readers do that with me, and I'm shocked as to what they know. I'm like, wow, it's weird. It's not weird. It's what I do every day, but I still find it fascinating that some people are smart they are.
See, to me,
connected.
That's the most fascinating, is being able to connect with deceased people, or I don't know. To me, that trumps. Am I going to be in love, or how is my career doing any day? I love hearing that kind of confirmation stuff. I just do. That's just me, though.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's really interesting. I dream it more on my own. Like I dream about people that are dead, but that I know. But that's the way they come to me in the dream. They usually don't. That's the only way I see if I'm sleeping, and usually they come to tell me something. I have one person that tells me stuff. He hasn't come around in a while, but he tells me stuff about me. He tells me. And that's scary. When he comes in my dream, I'm like, uh-oh, what's he got now?
Hey, so what do you say? I mean, how are you wore out from the day? You think you got a few reads in you? Maybe I'll open up the phone line or something.
Yeah.
All right, here's what we're going to do. I didn't make anything special for it, but here's the deal. Let's see if we can make this work. I haven't do the phones very long. If you want to get a reading, again, and if the phone's busy, I simpled down the phone line, so I don't have phone screeners and all that. But 818-259-7983. I'll answer the phone, and whoever gets it. And maybe we'll take a call or do a read or two, or however it works out. But 818-259-7983, and let's see what happens if we can make this work. Because I'd be curious that if anybody wants to do this, if it would work. And I think I have everything all set up and ready to go, I think. At least I think I do. So sit tight for that. So how's my career doing? Don't answer that.
You want to
yeah, sure. You know what? For I'm open. I mean, while we're waiting. If the phone rings, we'll wait a minute. I got saved by the bell. Hey, you're on with Peter D. Who's this?
Yeah. Hi, Petey.
Hi, Petey. Hi.
It's Valerie.
Hi, Valerie. Thanks for calling.
I don't really want to be on this thing, but I want to get a love line.
Okay. Listen, I'm going to turn you over to Heather. Make sure you have your radio down or your TV down or whatever you're watching, so it doesn't feed back.
My computer.
Yeah, turn it down, please.
I want to get her. Okay.
Too confusing.
Okay.
All right.
It's down.
All right. So on the line, I have. We'll call you Valerie for the sake of you being anonymous. And and this is Heather. I'm going to turn it over to Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What do you want to know?
Well, I've been in a long relationship for going on 16 years. Oh my God, no, 15 years in July. And I kind of feel like we're not really connecting anymore. We connect in like more best friend way. Like we'll be on the phone and he'll just burp. Like it's gross. And I feel like we've moved to the friend zone. So I'm wondering if this is, maybe the end.
Okay, sure. What's his name?
John.
You don't want to see John. Okay, let me look.
I don't have any theatrical music. Don't.
Why not?
Do you have dark hair?
I
Do you
do.
have dark hair?
Yes, I do.
Does he have light hair? Does he have light hair?
No, not at all.
Does he have
Darker
brown
than
hair?
mine.
Brown hair.
Black.
Darker
He has
than yours?
black.
Yeah. It's black. Okay. Let's see. Are you in your 50s to 60s?
Yes.
Anybody? Okay.
Yes, we are. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
a
it
little
gets
bit of a
muffly, but it's
delay,
okay.
Valerie, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So are you late 60s? Late?
No. Just turned
60. Just turned 60 because it's saying 59. Or did he just turn that age, or did you?
He just turned 63.
I mean, I'm gonna say that so have you thought about exiting this before? Like, have you come close to like sort of exiting it?
About 2 years ago. Yeah. I just felt like it was, kind of dead. Kind of over. More like friends.
I mean, does he think that you're like a bit of a wild card?
I think he thinks I'm bossy. I think
Okay.
we met when we were teenagers. We met when we were 16. Yeah, I was 16. He was 19.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I
then,
can see.
yeah, I had a little fling for like a summer fling. And then I went my way, he went his, but I kept in touch with his family. We reconnected 30 years later, and it was more him pursuing me. And he made me laugh. We had a great time. And it was really great in the beginning for a long time. Then I found out he had sex with my sister. Not while we were together, but in that 30 years. Yeah. So when that happened, it really put a damper on the relationship where I didn't trust him because he lied about it for so long. Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess it's like... no, it's not. I think it's like there's. I mean, there's a part of him. That's why I asked that. Is that he's like, I don't know how to say, like, knowledge. Like, he's saying like he doesn't know what to expect from you. He's like, I don't know what to expect. Does he like doing anything to do with real estate? Does he like, huh?
No, yeah, you're right. He doesn't know where I'm at all. He can't tell.
Yeah,
no,
like, God only knows. Okay. Does he do real estate? No one's listening.
No,
does he do real estate? Any kind of
production studio stuff?
But he owns some. Does he? He owns them, or yes? Okay.
He owns. Yeah.
I would say. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying, because that's what he's showing me about something that he owns. I would say, like, you're just I think it's more like right now it feels like you're like, you don't think this is a good decision. Like, you're like, I'm not sure this is good. And even though, how do I say this? So at one point, you never got married? Or you did? No.
No, never married. I've been married twice. He's never
that's weird.
been married. He doesn't have children.
I think with you, it's like, I think that with you at this moment, like, if he did everything right, you'd be like, I don't know. Like, if you were offered, the moon and the stars from this person, you might be like, I don't know. I don't think that's good. You're sort of past the point of no return. That's what it feels like, and that could be from the past, right? Because of the trauma that you experienced with him regarding that with your sister. So I think that went out the window a while ago for you, at least. He is like, I don't know if he feels insecure about ending the relationship, or he doesn't know sort of what to do. And you both are in different camps. Like, he gets a little depressed, things like that. And I don't think he's a person that's going to take self-responsibility. Do you see what I'm saying?
With my sister?
No, in general.
I feel like he's trying to make it up to me all these years, what he did. Like, he does anything I want, anything. He just, I don't know. He's like,
but that's what I'm saying, is that you're offered the moon and the stars and you're like, no.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. So what I'm saying is that
you're right.
I think you have to, I think as an advice. What? Okay.
He's
so as advice, oh my God, I'm not able to talk. Can I talk for a second, please? Okay. Okay. So for advice, I'd say either you forgive this person or you move on, because it's not about how high he can jump and all that stuff. Do you understand? If you don't want it, then get rid of it, because he can't make up for the past.
Yeah.
And I think that you like, who's more depressed about it, you or him? Which one?
I don't think anyone's depressed. I think we're just going through the motions.
Well, there's depression there, I feel like, but it may because
no.
remember, no, because I don't mean it like you're depressed. I just mean it like when a relationship's not going well, it's not like fun.
No. It's not going well. It's just moved in a different direction. It's more like we're friends. It's not,
But I don't think, but here's what I'm saying is that could be true, but I don't think that's the ideal for, at least like I don't think that's what what he's really looking for. I mean, he's open and all that, but you can jump through so many hoops, is what I'm saying. So I think that my card is saying that you need to make a decision, make a good decision about what you want to do, because I don't think it can return back unless you were to sort of like decide whatever happened in the past is water under the bridge. Though I'm not giving that advice at all, by the way. But so I would say they're saying make a decision for you. So let me see what you should do, okay?
Okay.
Because it doesn't look like much. It's saying like you have faith, but you really don't. Like, it's a negative faith. You're like, okay, I might have some faith left here, but you're like, not really.
That's accurate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. So we're already on the downtrod. Okay, but let's see what you should do. Expand, because you're like, you feel like he's a roommate. You're like, he's my roommate. All right.
Yeah.
Like, he's a roommate. It says decide. Oh my God, not a good decision. Okay, let's just see what the decision should be. Some reason, heartbreak. Aw, sad. All right. Oh, brother, you're like, it's a heartbreaking decision. Not good. Okay, knowledge of security. It's just like he's a security blanket.
Yes.
And it kind of, and it's kind of like you're in control, so you're like, why not? And he's like,
wow, are you accurate here?
Does he overthink? Or he thinks you overthink?
I don't know.
Look,
I don't know if you think I do.
So I would say that, like, you're just like, no decision. You're like, heartbreaking decision, but then he's like, the thing about him is he can go off into dreamland and stuff. He does have some spirituality around him. I think he's just. I mean, I don't think he's gonna go anywhere, and I don't think maybe you're gonna go anywhere. But it's like you're gonna like something you're saying is not a good decision. Like, no, good Lord.
Well, you got
Hold
the
on.
security blanket exactly right. Like very secure.
Yeah, security, but
warm, cozy.
I mean, I don't know if you're not. I would say it doesn't look like you're in a hurry to exit. And you will hang around just because it's something you do. But if you're not looking for a romance, then or like this big thing, and you guys are used to each other, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna go play a round of golf or go fishing, and I'll be back, and you're like, okay. Oh.
Well, he just went to Texas, and I was thinking, I wonder if I'm going to miss him. I really didn't, but I think he did miss me.
Yeah. I think so. I think he's more like okay with whatever it is, and he thinks it'll blow over. It'll blow over at some point with you, but. So it's a heartbreaking decision. You have to make some decision, but it can't be that heartbreaking because you're sort of sticking around. Because maybe you liked being in control. Like he's like your child or something.
It's very comfortable. It's very comfortable. But what about as a business
then
partnership?
I would just say then.
And I'm thinking,
business. She wants to start a
you
business.
Want to leave or you? Oh, that's what he was talking about, developing a business. That's what I saw. I saw that around him. Okay, should you go into business? Well, I mean, I don't think there's not. I did see something around that. It says fear. It's like you're too afraid to take some sort of break, so you just keep going. It's like a rerun that should have ended a long time ago.
Oh,
you just keep reinventing ways. You just keep reinventing ways to stick around, sort of. Anyway, he's like your long-term partner. It says you're like, he's my long-term partner, secure partnership. So I think you're okay with it. So I would say that, hold on, I did say, he's saying good, he's saying deciding, and suddenly important decision, new decision. I mean, I think it's fine if you want to go into business with them because it doesn't look like do you have any, you didn't have any kids, right?
I have two kids, but not with him.
Do you have a daughter?
No.
Who has a daughter?
Does anyone we're not sure. A girl said he was the dad, but he didn't raise her or anything. He's not sure. She's not anywhere around.
Oh, weird. I see a woman. I feel like though, like people around you would be like, maybe you should date. Like other people around you are like,
I kind of miss that.
Yeah, because I feel like you could if you wanted. Like he's your long-term partner for security, right? But you also are like, but I might not mind dating. Like you could date too if you wanted. So maybe you could date and just do business with him. How about that?
I would like that. I don't think you would.
I don't think you would like that. But it's saying you're too afraid to take a break from this person. So my guess is that you can go into business with him and just keep it the way it is, because he won't. I don't think he'll really be bothered if you do the business together. Like it doesn't look like there's any kind of arguing or any kind of problem. So you could do the business together, but I think secretly you'd like to go out. You're like, oh, maybe I'll go on a date, or you'd be encouraged to do that. But I feel like you'd be like, oh, it's okay, I'm fine, he's good.
Well, so, I do miss that. I miss the romance and all of that stuff.
Yeah, so I don't know if you could get it. Would you want to get it back with him? Was that what you want to do?
Impossible. That's out the window.
Okay.
All right,
well, the thing that you date. Final thought is you can go into business with him. Go into business with him, and if you decide down the line to date, then you can do that too. But so far, it doesn't look like you're going anywhere. So you can go into business with him.
Thank you, Heather.
Heather.
Thank you. Peter.
Thank you. Hey, listen, Valerie, and if you guys want to come and talk it out on the show, I'm listening.
John and I?
Yeah.
I don't.
And how do we do that?
I bring you on the show as guests, and you guys just, we just hash it out. Maybe nobody's understanding each other. I mean, you can't expect after to have like that romance like when you were dating.
Why not?
Well, things change, but there is love there. You've been with the guy. No?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, look, I don't know. I'm just a guy who's listening and going, I mean, at least you.
I don't like when it gets boring.
He's your long-term partner. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, it just shows he's your long-term partner and he's your security blanket. So,
all right.
You're my security blanket. Say hi to Petey.
Hi.
All right, listen, that's it. I hope that Heather helped you.
Thank you, Heather. You did very much.
All right, I love you.
You guys have a good night.
Thanks for watching.
I don't know how I did, but
bye.
Bye. That's wow, Heather, you're on fire.
I don't know about that. I just think it was just like it didn't look like it was gonna go right or left. She just looks like she's like it was showing
in
like
denial.
her partner security.
Yeah, it's hard to break.
Yeah,
it's hard to break up.
No, she likes the control. She likes the control. So a lot of people don't want to give up that kind of control. When they have somebody under their thumb, they're like, why not?
But at the same time, she ain't happy. So what do you do?
Exactly. Well, she could date. She could go. It says my card says she's too afraid to take a pause from it.
I get it. 818-259-7983. Heather's on fire. Make a call. You got something you want to ask her because believe me, I know what she was just talking about, and I know, and I think that was one of the you read into that like deeper than I've in all these phone calls. We don't take a lot of phone calls through the years. We just talk.
Yeah.
But,
the only problem she's so sweet, but she doesn't need to give me that much information. Like, you don't need to tell me the whole story because I don't need the story. Because then we start talking to you. It was like, I don't need the details like that.
Well,
that's
I guess it's
my
just natural.
job is. You don't need to tell me.
People just start volunteering information. They feel like that, they get involved. So if you're calling, just ask her the question and shut the hell up and let her tell
me the story. I don't need the story.
Yeah. Just ask her the question.
I understand what was going on.
818-259-7983. If you want to ask Heather a question for Valentine's Day or for whatever, she's here in front of me right now. This is your chance. Your chance to make a phone call. I'm probably only going to take one more call because time is quickly passing, as I knew it would. How are we doing in the meantime? You said you were going to tell me about how the life of Peter G is doing. Okay,
let's see about you and your career.
Because I'm working hard at it. But it's working me too.
Well, I think it's good. That's pretty good. So it's like long-term success. So you're setting yourself up for long-term success. Okay. Let's just see where you're on the cards. Okay, so it's like you're in your mind, you're sort of like you doubt change. You're like, I don't think anyone will change, but you want change, so you need to work on that. So you'll be more congruent. And then there's somebody that you sort of, do you have like somebody like you banter with or argue with a little? Who is this?
On the show or personally?
I don't know what it is. It's sort of like somebody, somebody wants knowledge on you, and then you're like, what? They're like, sort of like, maybe they're asking you sort of like about wanting knowledge about an argument or wanting knowledge about some kind of argument. What is that? Wanting knowledge. Or maybe like you like when you talk to people and stuff, is there any arguing? Not arguing, but like back and forth.
Oh, sure. It's
Sort of
business.
like
That's a daily
banter.
event. That's a daily event. It's business. You know what I mean? It's like nice guys lose, and I'm kind of nice, but I'm
Okay,
still
yeah,
hard
because there's
out.
something like that where you're like, yeah, I wonder what that is. Let me see what this means. Okay, so it does show that where you're like you're like a New Yorker, you know. So you're more like, hey, you know, my dad had a sign on his desk like, move forward, move back, or get out of the way. You know, what are you gonna do?
That's right.
Okay,
Go
9
big,
of
go
clubs,
big or
10
go
of
home.
diamonds.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of like that. So let's see what that means to me.
Hope those cars don't burn up.
No. Okay, let me see what that's saying. It's all the people. Like what that meant. Okay, so I want to see where this is going. Sorry. Okay, so business. All right. So things, I do think things will start to fall into place, but shift your like things are going well, and then you're sort of like you sort of suddenly things go well, and then you start to doubt. You doubt. You're like the ritual like no change, but it is changing, and you just don't see it changing. Maybe your subconscious mind. So it's saying work on the subconscious mind in regards to shifting that thought, because you're your only cheerleader in your mind. Like you've got to be the better cheerleader. Let me see what happens if you do that.
Yeah. Because
Like you're
everything.
climbing the ladder. You're climbing the ladder, but you're like, I don't know. Maybe like you're like it's the ritual, like the usual, and they're like, oh, maybe not. Let me see if you shift your thinking. Just say, you know,
The make or
you
break of the Peter G show.
want to move upward. Yeah, they're saying decide, make secure decisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seeing what that means, like what a secure decision looks like. Because sometimes if you just shift some sort of thought, it'll move things further. Yeah, you got to get rid of that. There's also somebody like, I don't think it's your daughter, but somebody you need to like, you're like reconnect with in regards to your career. Again, like some other opportunity, like you gave it space, you revisit it.
Okay.
It looks like a female, maybe in the past that helped you. I don't know if it's I don't think this is your daughter, right? Is your daughter in her 20s?
She just turned 20.
Oh, 20. Okay, I don't think it's her then. But because I know you're really close with her.
I am, but she
Let me see
doesn't
what
do
this
much
is.
with the show.
Yeah.
I mean, she just listens to me. She just listens
But she
to me.
doesn't like you don't talk with her. She doesn't listen to you.
Fine.
Okay, so there is
Yeah.
somebody maybe that can help you.
Yeah.
Is there a female from the past that could help you?
I'd really have to think about that. I mean, I got a lot of irons in the fire right now. That's why a big portion of this transition / move was done to get a lot of things. I didn't need LA anymore, but there's a lot of things that are possibly going on this year that I'm right in the beginning stages of. So I'm not sure. I have to think about that because, I've been on for 10 years. I've had a lot of ups and downs and almosts already, but
Yes.
I got to think about who a woman is
It's like
God,
reconnecting with somebody. But let me see if there's a business opportunity coming. Hold on.
Come
'cause I
on,
know you
people.
said you have stuff.
818-259-7983. I can't believe somebody doesn't want to know something about that's going on in their life. I'm willing to take one more call for Heather, then we got to go. But you can also hear about my empire while we're waiting.
See about a business opportunity. Hold on. Change mind. You're like, change mind. What is that? presentation. You're getting close to something. I feel like you're edging close to something. You changed your mind about. You're like, I'm going to shift something. Yeah, I do feel like you've really grown a lot. It's showing you've had a lot of emotional growth, and you're like I can't change reality, but you've grown so much. Like you're like I can't change it, but I'm gonna keep going forward. Even though you've lost expectations, you're like I'm still you're powering through it, which is really good. So maybe there was something you needed to really learn before you hit the big time, you know? Like there's something you're like, okay, I'm just gonna go with it. Like you're paying no attention to reality. Okay, it's
I think everybody's got
there's
preconceived
some
notions.
change coming.
Sure. Well, change is inevitable. I mean, I'm kind of getting used to it.
Yeah, but you're going with it at a better you're going with it at a better pace. It says you're like whatever. Like you're not listening to the doubt. You overcome the doubts. Like, oh, I'm just gonna go for it. It's a sign of emotional growth, is what it's saying. So that's good. You've made a lot of growth. Just see if the opportunity comes here. Finance. All right. Yeah. So it does show that you've I think a lot of it was did you not, when you were married, did you not agree on anything?
No, we agree. Well, that's a trick question right there.
Did you have some? I know. Yeah, so I feel like that has something to do with things.
Really?
Something to do with something. Because I remember you were taught your intro what used to be about being a divorced dad. Remember that? You have some wisdom on that stuff.
It's still it's still well because the show started because of divorce. I started talking about divorce, and I spread out.
That's what it shows. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it does show that. So you're getting close to your. You do? Oh.
We talk about those things still. I bring it back.
Oh, interesting. Okay, but I do think that has a lot to do with where you are today and how this all started and got you here. So they want you to know you're getting closer to the dream. Where you were is a light years from where that is.
That is true.
So you're moving in the right direction. That's for sure.
So,
yeah, you're moving in the right direction.
Will I be here next week?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. All right, good.
Yeah, you can ask me something specific about your career. Yay. You can ask me something specific about your career.
I was just wanting to kill time.
I feel like it's going good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Fine.
I was told that the move I made to leave LA was something that I had to let go of LA. It was slowing me down. Do you get the same vibe or not? Like it was just the universe was pushing me out of LA. Was that a good thing or a bad thing?
Okay,
let's see. I just lost you. Uh-oh. Screen went black. No. You're gurgling again. I'll tell you what, you might have to log off and log on again. I'm going to give people one more chance to make the call. If you want to get on and talk to Heather, I'm going to give it one more shot while we figure out what the heck happened. I'm actually very glad that she sustained signal as long as she did. But hey, uh-oh. That's not cool. There I am. All right. I lost Heather. Maybe that's God saying enough. Enough of Peter. 818-259-7983. Heather, if you can hear me, I'm gonna make you log back in again and cross my fingers that maybe you can get on. But come on, people. Free reading. I know people every time I get off the show, they go, God, I wish I knew I would have done it. It's like, if you're listening, that's why I tell you to watch live. That's why we advertise and say, hey, Heather the Adviser is going to be on. You might get a chance to talk to her. Valerie did. Might have answered a whole lot of her questions. Time will tell. I might have to do a follow-up. But anyway, God, we're out of time anyway. So we'll get Heather on. I'm going to thank you guys don't want to take advantage of it. It's up to you. All right. Hey, you're back.
Okay.
Nice to see
I don't know.
Okay. Look, I'm asking you complicated. I mean, stuff that like I was just killing time. So in hopes that I'm going to get the calls tomorrow and they're going to go, God, I wish I knew I would have called in. I wanted to talk to Heather. Get it every time,
I know.
I know. So
Okay.
look, yeah, we're good. Listen, that one read was enough. That was I'm telling you, you don't know how accurate you were.
Do you know her well?
She's a Valley girl, Hollywood, Beverly. I mean, I've known her since 1990. Yeah, early 90s.
Wow. So you know her really well. You know her well.
Yeah, and she doesn't watch very often, but lo and behold, she must see the ads, and this interested her. And I mean, but we always touch base. Merry Christmas, happy. I've known her for a very long time.
That's so cool. She's sweet. She's really sweet.
She's tough though. Like I said, but I love her to death. We've remained friends all these years, and I've seen it all. We've gone through.
You've seen all the things with the guy.
Yeah, and I've gone out hanging out, like partying with her and her friends and stuff. And so I got stories that just like I can't even tell. Just the Hollywood stuff.
That's interesting. Okay.
It's like stuff like things like out of a movie. I swear to God, because it was just that was the time period when like we were just cranking. I mean, we were in the scene, so to speak. And so when she called, I was a little bit surprised because not many people call me Petey. There's I can count on one hand of the people in my life, and she's one of them that calls me Petey. And I didn't expect to be hearing that she's bored, but that's life,
Oh, you didn't expect her to say that about the guy.
Yeah. So anyway, but look, why don't we let me tell everybody how they can anybody wanting to get a read with Heather in the future, you can go to her website, heathertheadvizer.com, correct, Heather?
Yes.
Okay. She can do this for you privately and tell you all the nitty gritty stuff that maybe she might not want to say on TV or things like that. So maybe better off. But again, it was Valentine's Day, and I thought, well, that was a love line call, basically. But we got one. Yeah, we got one. But again, I just enjoy being able to catch up with you for the year, talk about how life is going, because but back when you started, how old is your son now?
Oh my God, he's 12, and where is he?
I think he was 4. I think he was 4 when we started.
Can that be? Like 4, yeah, 4, 3, yeah. So he's 12.
8 years ago. Yeah, that sounds about right, because I've been doing this almost 10 years, and you came on probably
he's about
2019. Yeah, well, times days are changing, and but we're still here.
It's crazy.
We made it. All right, look, I love you, and I thank you I know you worked all day doing this all day, and you came on and took more time to spend a little bit of time pre-Valentine's Day as always. And for people wanting to speak to Heather, if your pets need to know things about your pets, whatever, love, life, everything, go to heathertheadvizer.com, and you can contact her and get a reading from her. Anything else I need to know before we leave, Heather?
Just for you, keep going. Yeah, keep going. You're almost there. You're almost getting there.
I mean,
getting to the top.
For your stuff, anything I missed on for you,
me?
Yeah.
No, I think you covered it. I think we got it all.
Okay, because as for me, I'm not backing down. There's no doubt about it. It is hard, I'm tired. I wear a lot of hats, but I love what I'm doing, and I've come this far. I'm not backing down. It's like I'm going to wear them out.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
It shows that. That's what it shows.
But somebody else told me that if I needed to get and just rid myself of the California thing.
Let me see. I'll look really fast for you.
Okay, because somebody said you just need the universe wants you to lighten your load, and I did.
Okay. Let's see. Did the universe want Peter to leave Los Angeles? The universe wants everyone to leave Los Angeles. No. Okay.
Well,
It
no, Gavin
says-
Newsom wants everybody to leave Los Angeles.
It's yeah. It says doubting your mind, doubt the mind, doubting the mind. It could create your. When you were here, I felt like it created a lot of doubt.
It was just a hustle, you know.
Yeah,
a lot of
it's like
money.
It brought you down a little bit. It was like it was too much. You're like I'm ending my expectations here. You're like you were like censored here. You're like I'm too censored here. I'm over it. You were like censored.
My main goal was to be there close to my daughter to make sure that she had a father right down the street, you know, for being divorced. And it worked really, really well. But now I had to make a business decision, and I got tired. I mean, you know, I got tired juggling 2 houses, and it was hard. It was a hustle. You know how much money goes out the door living in California, and it's like I paid $2.30 for a gallon of gas over here yesterday. You know,
I know.
The registration for my
it was the right thing.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, I'm happy. I'm here all the time, but now I'm officially here 24/7 and getting on planes to wherever I got to go. But you know, it's all good. I was just kind of killing time. I said, let's see what Heather's got to say about this whole thing, because I'm not backing down.
Well, I do think it was the right thing to do for you. It was definitely the right move. So they were right.
All right, well, good. All right, look,
They were
again,
correct.
you know, it's too late now. Correct now. I make the best of whatever.
You're right. No, it was the right move. You did the right thing.
I'm comfortable, and we got great beaches, and I got a million friends here that I'm about to start spending more time with. But right now I'm just busy getting situated, so to speak. It's a lot, so we're all good. But again, thank you, and I'll let's just see again, people. heathertheadvizer.com if you want to book a reading with her, and let her guide you in the right direction, and or your pets. So with that, I'm going to say, if there's any last word you want to say to anybody before we leave, last word of wisdom.
Hope y'all have a happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Hope y'all have a good week, and thank you for watching.
Yeah. All right.
Tune back.
Good. All right.
Next.
All right. Wave to everybody, and I'll let you go. If you have time, you can hang out. If not, if you got to go, you can log out or whatever. Otherwise, I love you, and thank you. You've been around me a long time. Our conversation started many years ago. So I love you for it, because you've always said okay, and that's very, very cool. So that's it. I'll talk to you.
I love doing it. It's so much fun. Okay.
One last look at Heather the Adviser.
Bye, everybody.
Right there. Book her. Let her tell you what's going on. All right. I'll see you later. There we go. See? People, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you guys. You had Heather right at your fingertips right here. You could find out where your life is going. I'm getting a. Let's go there. That's it. See? Here, including this guy right here. MCF Senior, you could have called in and found out what's going on in your life. I had Heather the Adviser right here. I haven't talked to you since I transitioned. Remember I told you I was going to transition? Here I am in the Gulf of Florida. Well, actually, they're going to name it the Gulf of Peter G now because I'm here. Believe it or not. We're working on that. But I've left California. I don't know if you were aware of last week's show, MCF Senior, and I've cashed out of California and officially full-time moved. Oh, you've been watching. Well, very good. Why didn't you call in and get a reading from Heather about your life? Anything you wanted to know, she would tell you. Oh boy. Anyway, all right. Well, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you. Paying attention. What am I doing wrong here? Okay. And there we go. Believe me, make sure everybody hits that follow button. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Pre-Valentine's Day, the one phone call was, see, life is full of ups and downs, no matter how long. I just try to say, try to be happy, because life is short, really short. And, I mean, 15 years in a relationship and you're still friends and all that, but I don't know if you could have the fire every night. I mean, it's just kind of hard, we all get complacent. Now, I'm not saying you gotta be boring and take advantage of your partner or this and that, but things change. People change, libido wise, sexually, whatever. I don't know. I hate seeing people throw away a good work. Because let me tell you, You can have the greatest sex in the world and have a rotten personal relationship with that person. I mean, I don't like arguing. I'm sick of that stuff. That stuff's like, forget it. But, pick your poison. It's like if you work well together and you're friends, I don't know. You got to figure out how to make it work. I mean, well, God knows my parents I never thought they were like the perfect couple. They'd have knockdown dragouts. I'm going, how the hell did you guys ever get married? But they came from a generation that was thick skinned. Like they'd have these arguing matches and then they brush themselves off and move forward. I envy that. I gave them credit for that because most people get into an argument nowadays. It's very 15 minutes and just break up. They go, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And that sucks because you got to take the good with the bad, the ups and downs. That's what builds the relationship, the hard times, sticking there, with somebody through the hard times, the good times, who doesn't want to be around during the good times? But that's the thing. If you're just there for the good times and, all of a sudden it's, just not enough for you, it's like, I don't know. I mean, what are you bringing to the table? Takes two. All I'm saying is be patient. Life is hard enough, the money issues, whatever. And you bring that stuff home and it's hard. That's why I do this show, to talk about this stuff, because you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. And so many people do. And I think it's just kind of sad. Anyway, but I digress. I want to wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day. I don't like making big issues out of Valentine's. There's a national holiday for everything nowadays. National Hot Dog Day, National, Look at the Street Day, National, Smash Your Car Day. It's ridiculous. But Valentine's Day, if you do have somebody special in your life, wish them a happy Valentine's Day. You don't have to go overboard. People who love you understand. Having the love should be more than enough. But it's just time to pay a little bit of extra something. But, you don't have to break the bank. If you have to break the bank to please somebody, maybe you aren't with the right person. I don't know. Just remember where your roots came from and why you guys got together and why you're together. It can't always be on 100. It just can't. I don't know many people that have, but I have people who've grown together through the ups and downs, and they've gotten tighter and tighter and in a better relationship with age then the beginning. The beginning, it's always the best in the beginning. Always. What's going on here? Mistress? Oh, 100%. Well, thank you. Still here, huh? Good. Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties. I should know better because she lives in a funky area, and I should have gotten together and addressed this issue sooner, but I didn't. But the majority of it went well, so she's working it. I'm telling you, she sees what she sees also too, and take advantage of it. I was giving you a free ride here, but maybe next year. Okay. Look, speaking of next week we're going to do some more getting acquainted stuff with the Gulf Coast. The next couple of weeks, I want to talk personally more about what this whole move and just some local things and some national things as well. I think before I start going into a barrage of guests, I am going to always carve out at least one show a month to unload some topics and some information that I feel you guys need to know, whether you like them or not. That's up to you. But that's what I'm going to do. And the rest is history, all right? Here we are. I hope everybody does well. Remember, life is short. It is short. And you don't have to take a lot of crap from people. Oh, again, please hit the follow button, share, all that stuff. But there's a lot of pressure going on in the world. A lot of people are at each other's throats, uptight. We're divided. They are personally and doing it on purpose to keep us divided. Try to see through all the baloney. Try to think before you speak. Do not just keep lashing out. I know it's easier said than done because they have you so worked up, but life is too damn short. Remember the good times. I got lots of people that I know and love in my life that I just don't agree with a lot of things I have to say, but that doesn't mean I'm going to tell them to go pound sand. It's just one topic out of the millions that we've had and then the times we've had. I tend to let that stuff go. It's not going to change anything. No matter what I say, no matter what they think or say, life is still going to keep going. So let's keep moving forward lovingly. You don't have to take a bunch of crap from people, but you don't have to be an ass either, all right? Life is just too damn short. So please think before you speak. It'll do yourself a favor before you put your foot in your mouth, all right? My name is Peter G. Thank you for watching Life with Peter G, The Peter G Show, every Wednesday like clockwork, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. on the East Coast. Always, God willing. And here we are. Don't forget to contact. I still got Heather the Advizer up there. I've been leaving it up there so you can have it for your own records and use it, people. Use it. All right. That's it, folks. A bidit. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel right here. Your comments are always welcome. Comment on all the shorts, whatever. You know the routine. Just keep on sharing and keep on hitting that follow button and like, please. That's what I want. That's all I'm asking. All right. Let's grow, grow, grow. I'll do bigger and better stuff. I love you guys. As always. Peace out. Peace. That's what I said.
Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Divorce dad, single dad. Divorce dad, single dad. Peter G Show.